Hey there, House here. After the NBA trade deadline and the start of the MLB season, the NFL free agency went a bit by the wayside, but I wanted to take some time to talk about some of the players that were signed in the NFL, and all 22 starters from their offense and defense that started the Super Bowl this year. Something that doesn't normally happen. This happened back in 1977 when the Raiders returned all 22 starters from the Super Bowl and they made it to the AFC Championship the following year, as well as the 1979 Steelers who returned their Week 1 starters from their Super Bowl championship team who then won the Super Bowl again the following year. It goes to show that this Buccaneers team isn't satisfied with their one championship with Brady at the helm. One of the bigger signings that happened was Dak Prescott re-signed a 4-year contract with the Dallas Cowboys. Dak finally got his payday while the Cowboys locked in their star quarterback for 4 more years. Assuming his recovery from his ankle injury goes well, this team, well, offensively at least it is. On to a big-name player who, unlike everyone else who signed with the Bucs, and Dak decided to take his talents elsewhere, was wide receiver Kenny Galladay. The talented 27-year-old receiver decided that he wanted to take his prime years in the league to the New York Giants. They're a team that has the potential to be pretty dangerous on the offensive side of the ball, with Saquon Barkley looking to have a strong bounce-back year after missing most of last year when he tore his ACL. The addition of this big-bodied receiver will help this offense and the progression of quarterback Daniel Jones. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the names that the Patriots added in their very active free agency. On the offensive side of the ball, they have signed Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith, Nelson Aguilar, Kendrick Bourne, and they re-signed Cam Newton. On the defensive side of the ball, they have added names like Montravius Adams, Kyle Van Noy, and more notably Matt Judon. They've signed more than their fair share of talented players as they look to get back into the playoff picture after having a down year last year. The main component is the re-signing of Cam Newton and how he can perform in his second year in this offense with a few fresh faces. Now, the last name that I wanted to touch on was Aaron Jones. The star running back for the Green Bay Packers was set to test the open market after his draft pick contract expired. If you spoke with any Packers fans, they would have told you that the NFC Championship game last year would have been the last time you saw Jones in a Packers uniform. To all of those fans, including myself's delight, the Packers re-signed Aaron Jones to a 4-year, $48 million contract. It was later reported that he could have made much more money in free agency, but he wanted to come back to Green Bay, something that is very beneficial for both parties. Alright, and the last thing that I wanted to touch on in this video are some names that are still free agents. Melvin Ingram is the first name that jumps out at me. He has been a more than effective pass rusher his entire career with plenty of football left in him. There are also a pair of Pittsburgh Steelers that are still on the list, running back James Conner and offensive tackle Alejandro Villanueva. For Villanueva, there's always a market for a talented left tackle in this league. As far as James Conner, his ability to stay healthy has been a concern as of late, but a team can take a chance on him and have a solid backup running back if he could just stay on the field. Another pass rusher that is still available is Jadavian County, originally thought to be one of the most talented players coming out of college as a premier pass rusher, hasn't had the career that many would have anticipated, but he still is very good. At 28, he has plenty left in the tank to a team that can afford him. And one last player that I wanted to mention is another pass rusher, former first-round draft pick from 2011, Alden Smith. He has had his laundry list of issues that kept him away from the NFL since 2015, but he had a resurgence in his first season back last year. He finished last season with 48 tackles, 5 sacks, 2 pass defended, and 2 fumble recoveries. One more thing to note, he's 31 years old, has had a 5-year stretch away from football and away from all those different bumps and bruises that others would have easily acquired during that same time frame of playing. He was a supreme talent when he was drafted. After playing his way back onto a team last year, he will be added to another team and perform just as well, if not better. Well, that's all I wanted to cover. Thank you for tuning into the House Report. If there are some names that I did not mention during this video, feel free to leave their name in the comment section and I'll take a look at them. And to all my betting friends out there, remember, you'll win some and you'll lose some, but the house always wins.